The journey was horrible. I told my husband that I escaped the concentration camps, but I copped it now. It was absolutely horrible. It was primitive, it was crowded with migrants and bogan Italians, and it was just terrible. The food was unedible.
What kind of things did you eat?
Mutton, and more mutton, and more mutton. And it smelled, the whole ship smelled of mutton. No vegetables, no fruit, no nothing. Apparently what happened, the immigration office, which headquarters, well, it was from America, sponsored, they paid so much per person to this shipping company to take these migrants. They were Italians, and they pocketed all the money and fed us with next to nothing, and they all got rich who were close to the distribution of the money. So it was all a scam. It was horrible.
How long did it take to get to Australia?
6 weeks. It went with, I don't know, 15 or 16 knots. Anthony's yacht went faster. 15 years later, it was a shocker. And it didn't go with oil as fuel, but it went with coal. So it was an ancient ship. That was his last voyage. And then it went to the wreckers.
Brisbane in the 1950s was very different to the Europe that you'd left. How hard was it for you to come to terms with the lifestyle here?
It was very different. Fortunately, we were young and flexible and adaptable, and we soak it all in, and we weren't that critical. It was all a novelty.
Was there any particular things about Hungary that you missed, that you couldn't get here or you couldn't do here?
I missed the food. I missed the food supply. You couldn't get any spices, any flavor, some cold meat like salami and all those small goods. They weren't available until the European migrants started to manufacture them. But at the beginning it wasn't available. We had friends in Sydney, Hungarian migrants, who settled in Sydney, and Sydney had one Hungarian Jewish delicatessen near Central Station, and they stocked paprika. So our friend sent up the paprika to us by mail. That was our supply. But, there was no sour cream, no yogurt, no nothing. Very, very plain. And the meat, the small goods, there was, I've forgotten now the name of it. There was one kind of sausage which you could buy with garlic or without garlic. And I called it sawdust with garlic and sawdust without garlic. No, I don't think it never seen much of a pork, ran past it. No.
How did Anthony feel about living here? Was he more enthusiastic about it?
Oh, yes, because he could see all the positive things, and he wasn't housebound. And there were a lot of opportunities and a lot of lovely people to meet, and it was all new, and it was a big adventure. He was very positive.